Hello and welcome to Cosmic Sweep, your go-to channel for everything synthesizers, electronic music production, and sound synthesis. My name is Ziad, and today is the first episode of the series From Zero to Synth Hero. In today's episode, I'm going to help you become the hero of envelopes. What does the envelope do? Envelope shapes sound through time. Sound evolves over time. It starts with a specific volume, then it decreases to another volume, then it sustains through time, and then it fades out. Synthesis aims to emulate this phenomenon. It divides this process of evolution over time into four phases: attack, decay, sustain, and release. Let's say that we are synthesizing a patch and we want the volume of this patch to sustain at, let's say, 50. Attack is the time that the sound takes to go from 0 to 100. Decay is the time that the volume takes to go from 100 decreasing to 50, which is the sustain value. Release is the time that the sound takes to go from 50 to 0, like a fade out. Let's try this with a patch. So this is my front panel, this is my envelope. This envelope, envelope 2, controls amplitude. Amplitude equals volume. Attack is the time that the sound is going to take to reach 100. Let's put the attack on 50%. And let's have our sustain also somewhere here, which means that we want a moderately loud sound. Let's keep our release on 0, and let's also have our decay on 50%. So logically, if I made my calculation right, and if I explained well, the volume of the sound or the volume of the chord that I'm going to play is going to take some time to reach its maximum value, 100, then it's going to fade a little bit down till it reaches 50, where as long as I'm pressing on the keys, it will remain at 50, and when I will remove my hands from the keyboard, the sound will instantly stop because my release is set to 0, knowing that the release is the time it takes to fade out. So if it doesn't take time to fade out, then it will cut. Let's try that. The sound took time to reach 100, then it dropped in volume. I heard it. And then it sustained as long as I had my hands on the keyboard, and then it cut off. Let me put the release on 50% as well. So everything is on 50%. Let's see them one by one. If my decay is on 0, my release is on 0, and my attack is on 0, what will happen? It will take 0 seconds to reach 100. It will take 0 seconds to go from 100 to 50. So it actually went directly to 50. The more I open my sustain, the more the sound will get louder, because the sustain is the volume of the patch. I'm having my sustain on 75% position. The more I will open the attack, the more the sound will take time to reach 100, then drop to 75. Listen. Can you hear the spike? It started loud, then it came down. If I lower the value of sustain, you will understand it more. This is the volume that we want. No volume. Sustain on 25%. Attack on 50. You will hear the sound going to 100 and then dropping to 25. Okay, perfect. Attack is the time that the sound took to reach 100. Again, decay is the time that it took to reach 25. Since decay is on 0, it immediately jumped from 100 to 25. So logically, if I open my decay, I am telling the envelope to give time to the sound when it travels from 100 to 25. Let's put our decay on 50%. See how the sound traveled? It went up, then it took time to go down, then it was constant on 25. As long as my finger is pressed on the keyboard, the volume of my patch is 25. If I give more time for the decay, the sound will go in volume till 100, then it will very gently drop till it reaches 25. One last example, because it's fun. Let's give time for the envelope to instruct the amplitude to go from 0 to 100. I put my attack on 75, my decay is on 75%, my sustain is still on 25, still going up. Now going down. And I guess it reached 25. If I give some release, when I remove my hand, the sound will slowly fade from 25 till 0. And that's how we create pads. Let's adapt this principle to the envelope that controls timbre, which is a fancy word to describe the filter. The attack of the envelope is the time that the filter takes to reach 100. The sustain of the envelope is the actual value of the filter that we want. The decay is the time that the filter will take to reach this point. And the release is the time that the filter will take to reach 0. Let's try that. Let's have a moderate attack. Let's have a fast decay, so it will turn fast towards the sustain. I want my filter to be somewhere here. And release is the time that the filter will take to close. The amount is how much this envelope affects this button. I'll put the amount on 50%. Let's give more release for the filter. And let's open the sustain a little bit. Let's give more time for the filter to open. That's with the attack. So if I open the attack, let's have it on 75. So it will take time to reach 100. And let's have the decay on around 60%. So it will take time for the filter to reach the sustain value, which, let's put it on 40. This way we can have a dramatic sound. Let's try that. Let's open the resonance. Let's put it on the middle to give a lot of drama to the sound. We all love to crank up the filter while cranking up the resonance, doing all these nice sweeps. That's what synthesis is all about. Now, drama. It's beautiful. The only thing we did to a very simple oscillator was just play with the envelope. This envelope shaped volume and shaped the filter, but it can shape so many other things. It could shape the pitch, for example. However, for us to shape the pitch, we need something called the modulation matrix, which I will cover in another episode. I hope you enjoyed today's episode and I hope that you feel like the hero of envelopes. If you feel that way, please subscribe, share, spread the word. You know the drill. Until next time, God bless you.